Hello and welcome to today's Nairobi News Bulletin. My name is Modoni Mushiri. A Sunday Nation reporter, Walter Menya, was presented in a Milimani court more than 24 hours after being arrested in Nairobi. Police locked up Mr. Menya on Sunday on claims of soliciting a bribe to write a damaging story, and he spent the night in the cell. In the early Monday court session, the state filed a miscellaneous application against Mr. Menya, but his lawyer, James Orengo, accompanied former LSK chief executive Apollo Mboya and said they had not been served. And more than 20 families have been rendered homeless after a fire razed down their houses in Goliba, Thika East sub-county. The families were not able to salvage anything and ended up watching their belongings being consumed by the fire. Those affected are now seeking shelter at a nearby school, waiting for well-wishers to offer assistance. The residents took issue with the fire brigade for not responding to their call with the urgency required, and the cause of the fire has not been established. Opposition leaders have cautioned against attempts to arrest the presidential candidate Raila Odinga over remarks attributed to him while in a rally in Kajiado. The leaders, led by Siaya Senator James Orengo, insisted that the remarks by Raila were not in any way inciting, and neither were they targeting communities. According to them, the remarks were only geared towards cautioning the Maasai community against losing their land cheaply. And now Uhuru says he can arrest Raila Odinga. I can tell you, President Uhuru Kenyatta, let me face these cameras. If you attempt to arrest Raila Amolo Odinga without cause or justification, even the question of holding elections will be a matter which we will consider. We just like Jaramogi said, no Uhuru without Kenyatta. We will not say no elections without Raila Amolo Odinga.
Jubilee should know that Kenyans can read through their tricks. Kenyans know that they have run out of agenda. Kenyans know that they have nothing more to say. So this thing that the DPP is doing, that they're going to investigate, they're investigating what? What exactly are they investigating?
And a devastating fire raging across central Portugal has killed at least 62 people and injured at least 50. The latest data provided by the Secretary of State of Internal Administration revealed that at least 18 victims have been killed in their cars while trying to flee the road section engulfed by the fire. The government has declared 3 days of mourning.
The fire broke out in a forest of Pedrogao Grande, situated some 200 kilometers northeast of the capital Lisbon, at around 1500 hours on Saturday. Fire department say that at present, around 500 firefighters with 160 fire engines are still trying to bring the fire under control. Most of the victims were locals who were killed as they tried to escape in their vehicles. Some cars in the affected areas were seen totally burnt out. A number of houses have also been destroyed as the spread of the fire poses a threat to many nearby communities.
My worries are my sister and nephew that needed to evacuate their house. All their belongings burnt down. I have cousins and friends very close to the tragedy, and they are surrounded by fire. Everything is surrounded by fire, and I'm afraid that it crosses the river and puts us in danger.
And finally, a brave 13-year-old girl on Sunday night helped her father snatch a firearm from a burglar in their house in Kalila village in Kisumu County. The suspect had broken into the house at around 9:30 p.m. when the man was in the living room, and the burglar pointed the gun at the man before the young girl, who was in the kitchen at the time, jumped onto him and tried to wrestle the intruder down. The father joined in the tussle to try and snatch the firearm from the burglar, and once overpowered, he dropped the firearm and escaped, according to Kisumu County Commissioner Mohammed Malim. The girl's father immediately alerted police, who arrived at the scene and collected the firearm. And that's it for us from now. For these and more stories, log on to www.nairobinews.co.ke. I'm Modoni Mushiri. Goodbye.